you got a chance to perform in Singapore and Taiwan.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
I
that's amazing. I mean, if you
yeah.
could just talk about that, what you know.
Well, Russell Peters, he literally is the person that inspired me to get into stand-up comedy. Because when I moved to America, you know, I know I'm funny. I saw Jay Leno on stage, but he's a white guy making American people laugh. I could see that, but when I wanted to do it, everyone I know was telling me, "Oh, they don't get your Homer. Your accent. You're Indian. Your culture is different. You can't do it in America. You might as well go back to India and try it." And I want to do it here. And then I see Russell come to our college and just murder. Like it's like every kind of there's all kinds of people in that audience, like every religion, like every region, like there are Chinese people, like African people, Indian people, everybody is in the audience, and he was killing it. And I was like, wow, this can be done. It's like and so when I started doing comedy, and when I felt like I was ready, I went and met up with Russell, and he gave me a few guest spots. And he's like, you're funny. And then he took me on, he gave me a few opportunities. He let me perform at NJ in front of like 6,000 people. And then one day he called me and he was like, hey, I'm going to Asia, you want to go with me? I was like, hell yeah. Quit my job, got on the tour. We went through 7 countries. I was shooting bricks earlier because it's a different country and I'm going up cold. I wasn't really worried. I was just kind of like concerned. And every time I go up, Russell would come up, and the thing he would say is like, because each where it's like him and me, like there is no host, nobody to like prep the audience. It's I go and then he goes. So every time he would go and he would go, the first thing he said is, you're not here because I like you or you're my friend. You're here because you know what you're doing. So go up there and do what you know. And that was like a strength tonic or something. As soon as you hear that from Russell Peters, you're like, I'm gonna go up there and kill it. You know, if Russell believes me, I'm sure everybody will believe me. And it was fun. I went to Tokyo. Tokyo, we did it in front of around 2,000 people. It was a little smaller show comparatively. That was, and then we went to Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, Taipei, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur. Total of 7 countries, and it was great.
Wow, that's phenomenal, man. Shout out to Russell Peters. I mean, people dream of
Yeah,
just visiting one of those places, but for you to be able to visit all of those places and rock the crowd and even try, like you say, you start off because that people that's just traveling go through
yeah,
a culture shock. So I only can imagine somebody that have to, make an entire culture laugh or, understand their comedy, and for you to even make it that far and give the effort, I gotta salute you for that because those are some very beautiful places. I've been to Hong Kong a couple times. I love it. Would you say
yeah,
Taipei, Taiwan is beautiful? Singapore, beautiful, clean.
yeah,
Thailand, Japan, man, that's
yeah.
just amazing. Now what has that traveling experience done for you? I mean, in terms of comedy and also just being a human.
Um, One is I realized people we're all same. Like everywhere I go, like be it Taiwan or Thailand or Japan or everywhere, when I communicate to locals, the thought process is same. Everyone is like I really don't think there are evil people in this world. Most of the people are good people. Like 90% of the people are good people. And and everywhere I went, I felt the synergies. It's like, okay, and that also gave me a lot of confidence. Like people of different regions can identify with my comedy and laugh, and they get it, which means we all kind of think alike. That's the purpose of comedy, right? Like to bring us all together, make fun of each other, so we know what we're doing wrong, and we can fix it, and we can make fun of each other, so we can all like jive together. If I were to yell at someone and tell them they're fucking up, they'll get pissed off. They're not going to fix themselves. If I make jokes about them, they might fix themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a very good point. So I can ask you this, as far as being a comedian, have you ventured into, you write jokes, you do stand up. Have you thought about or tried acting or writing scripts or doing skits, or are you going to any other realms with it, or you just strictly stand up?
I've been doing few scripts. Recently, did a couple of them with one of my friend Gerald Benford. He's one of the first headliners that took me on the road. Him and this other friend Brian Parks, they both came up with scripts and I acted in them. That was a lot of fun. I'm planning to do more. I'm working on a script right now. I Just to describe it, it's like Hangover meets Harold and Kumar goes to White Castle. So that's the idea. I'm working on the script and I hope to have it ready soon.
No, okay, okay, cool, man. That's dope. I definitely look forward to that.
Thank
Now, are you touring right now, or do you have any upcoming shows or anything that the viewers can look forward to, or meet and greets or anything?
Oh yeah, I recently kicked off my own tour called Self Driven World Tour. Um, I'm in New Jersey on August 12th. I'm doing one night Saturday, and then I'm in Rochester on August 18th and 19th, 2 nights, and then I got to book more dates for that. I have few other shows like smaller shows, but those are my big ones.
Okay, okay, man. Definitely look forward to that. I'm gonna have to try to catch one of your shows when I get back into the states. Because when I
Oh,
called
yeah,
you, I don't know if you remember, you
yeah,
were saying I was looking at the 614 area code. I'm from
yeah,
216. Are you
yeah.
from there? Like, did you live there for a while, or you just that's your number?
I went to Ohio State. I did my undergrad and masters there. I consider Columbus my hometown. Even now, even though my parents moved out of there, it feels like home whenever I go to Columbus. I have a lot of friends and family there. So yeah, yeah. So
Oh, okay, cool. Big shout out there. Big shout out to Columbus, old state. I'm from Cleveland. If the viewers don't know, that's what's up,
yeah,
man. You're
yeah.
making the
Whenever
state
you can,
proud. Keep doing that great work.
yeah, yeah, definitely. When you're back, hit me up. Let's meet up.
Okay, cool, cool. I definitely look forward to one of the shows. I'll try to catch up with you. Let me see. Okay, we about 22 minutes in. Let me ask you probably just one more question. What do you feel? What is the most challenging part about being a comedian? Because from the outside looking in, that's a very you got to be courageous to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? To get up on that stage and attempt to make people laugh. But I mean, maybe it may be therapeutic for you. Maybe that might not be the hardest part for you. But
For me, the most challenging part is the first time getting up on stage. Actually, yeah, the I did one set long time back, but like to go back and I was like, I want to do comedy. And when I started comedy, I was like late 30s. And I was like, why am I doing it now? Like, everybody is like 20 years. I went to the open mic, I put my name at the end. And I was like, until my name was called, I was like half mind, like, should I just get up and walk out or should I stay? And I'm glad I stayed. So that was the most challenging part, the initial step. After that, it was,
wow. Wow, that's major, man. I mean, I can attest to that on several occasions in my life because, like I said earlier, I'm a world traveler. I flew to 70 different countries. I
uh,
got my passport in 2010. Up
wow,
until 2010, I never flew on an airplane in my life. I was frightened. I was terrified of airplanes.
yeah,
But I got on the flight. I flew to Las Vegas to visit somebody, and that one, you know what I'm saying, overcoming
yeah,
that one fear changed the entire aspect of my life. So just for
exactly.
the viewers, sometimes overcoming that fear can be empowering. And another instance I could tell you is with this podcast here. I was like, if I do a podcast, ain't nobody gonna watch it. I ain't gonna be able to get guests. I was thinking about all the things that could go wrong, but
Yeah,
now that I've been doing it for 2 years. I done interviewed Grammy Award winners, platinum artists, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, and stuff like that. So if you're watching this show, take it from the great comic and take it from me. Just go for it.
Oh yeah, yeah, take that step. Don't be afraid to to fail. I see a hair on my face. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I'm sorry.
No, no,
Yeah,
you good.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I just want to thank you. I ain't gonna hold you up. I want to thank the viewers for tuning in. Before we get out of here, do you have like a website or social media, or what's the best way if somebody never had a chance to see you perform, or want to follow you and be up to date with what you're doing? What is the best way for them to do that?
I'm Instagram. Everywhere it's Vishnu Vaka comedy. I also have a website. It's called vishnuvaka.com. Um, they can find me anywhere. They can message me. You message me through my website, I think, right? Yeah, yeah. You can message me through my website. They can reach out to me. Through Instagram, wherever. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. So yeah, I want to thank you one more time for coming on the show. It's definitely an honor.
Thank you
Man,
so
just keep up the great work, and I definitely look forward to what you have coming in the future. And thank you to the viewers that tuned in. It's been a great episode of Taye Speaks. So until next time, family, peace.
Thank you so much. Peace.